Alright, hey guys, Campbell Wrestling. Welcome back here to the Wells Fargo Xfinity series. So, the series that we came back with, I believe it was the Friday of the week I came back. We came back here with this series here, CRL, after the 2-week break. And now we're back here again with the series here, just a little over a week from that race here at Darlington National Raceway. So, we had the Shane's Cup Series race here, which was actually last Tuesday, but of course, most of y'all know, if y'all seen some update video or whatever, I've had a really rough week, and really kind of missed a day or two of really being able to film this race here, which this race could have probably been out a little quicker. But, unfortunate circumstances happened, and it wasn't really able to happen. However, we do have the race here tonight, on the eve of July 4th, America's birthday, which is tomorrow. Unfortunately, I didn't really have a special race planned because there wasn't really the time to get one together, and kind of started working all day because I'll work at a barbecue place. Well, it won't be anymore pretty soon. But, anyway, let's get stories here for Darlington here in the Xfinity Series. So, first off, you had the drivers who DNF in qualifying. For some reason, Carter Limo's car is very slow because he qualified last among cars that made it. Grant Hoover had issues in qualifying, and Brendan Creason as well, he did too. Creason did start last in last race, but that was for a penalty at Augusta Raceway since he caused an incident close to what Noah Gragson did in the Xfinity Series in real life yesterday. But, Noah Gragson didn't get a penalty, but, the CRL, they're more fair about giving penalties. Doesn't really matter the driver, so, yeah, he had a penalty in that race, but just some messed up qualifying in this race here. Then you got basically the top three cars to talk about here. Brady C in the won the last race in the series, leading every single lap at Columbus Raceway. Could he go back here? Will Bounds won the Shane's Cup Series race here last week almost now, on last Tuesday, and that was his 7th career win. Actually, there was a typo or mess up in the win list whenever I did the win list for a guy that Ben Campbell actually won 7 races in the CRL's history and not 6, and so Ben is also driver tied. I think I mentioned in that race that Will was tied with Kelly and Noah, Kelly Hoover and Noah Smith, and yeah, Ben Campbell is also tied with him too in the wins over there. And then Megan Graves actually is on the pole in this race. She was also on the pole in the Shane's Cup Series race, and unfortunately in that race, she didn't get to lead a single lap. Maybe today will be different, and maybe she will have a good race as well. So I was going to engines fired here, and let's go and let the field roll off here. Let's get to your starting grid here for today's race. So row 1, you have Megan Graves and Will Bounds, 2 of the newer drivers in the field in their first few seasons. Row 2 is Braden C. and Jake Hoover, who also won the year-long format race here, the second race here. The first race winner here in the year-long format was actually Jessica, who is starting in 5th in row 3 with Maddox Traber. Row 4 is Cam Spinner, who is second in the standings behind Braden C., who took the points lead after last race. He started next field is Boutel. Row 5 is Carly C. and Nicholas Rice. And row number 6, you have Jace Turner and Caleb Camp, who actually, after the unfortunate passing of his oldest cat, won the Bristol Night Racing year-long format this past Friday. And then the next row, you have Connor Jacqueline, who's been doing very well in this series here, and William Donuts. And the last 2 rows here have Michael Eller and Carter Lum on the round field. It's Grant Hoover, the race 2 winner in this series this season, and Brendan Creason. So things over today's race here is going to be a 10-lap long race, a little bit more shorter than the Shane's Cup Series race was. And basically same things as the Cup race, watch out for. Mainly the wall here, especially turn 2. Turn 4 seems a little easier. It's just how the lines are with the track too, before people can run. Because you do want to run near the wall. And there's really, I noticed during doing the race too, there's really only about, the cars really only make about 2 lanes with how close they're running to each other near the wall on this track as well, from the wall as well, where the lanes are. Anyway, let's go racing here for race number 5 on the Xfinity season. Alright, going green here. Graves bouncing him off the left field on by here, and I think Megan will be able to keep the car front this time. Yeah, she got jumped in the first 2 corners in that race by Jessica and Bryce Campbell. Anyway, she will lead lap 1 here. Will Bounds the second here. Will, he basically got there to the front. He was running the bottom very well in that Cup race. Megan, she really didn't get a chance to show in the race there, and she's in the lead here. But yeah, these two, they are running 1-2 right now as we're on lap 3. Will Bounds getting a run on the 2 car now on Megan here as they come out of turn 2. Oh, and 2 goes around. Big wreck. Both the leaders crash down the backstretch. Looks like Megan had a tire just go off her car, or kind of just cut down her car out of nowhere, and it created probably a pretty big hit for Megan. And yeah, definitely probably the weirdest crash of the season so far here to see the 2 car just randomly snap coming out of the turn. And yeah, the 16 wheel balance had nowhere to go and just plowed into the 2 car. And it was definitely a T-bone, big hit into the 2 right there for Megan. Definitely had that hit definitely probably felt like what happened to Brandon Brown. And the same wreck that Noah Gragson caused yesterday, Roadmaker, that had no penalty. And yeah, fortunate for both these drivers here. Will, who hasn't really had a good run in Xfinity Series, along with Megan too. Megan only has 1 top 5. I think Will just got his first top 5 in this series actually at Columbus. And unfortunately, both things they're the only 2 multi-time winners in the Shane's Cup Series right now. Of course, they were running 1-2 here early on, and they both wreck out here. And of course, with both the leaders wrecking out, you saw Brady C going by, and he will be the race leader on the restart. So your Columbus winner will restart back here in the lead on lap number 5 here in the race. But yeah, fortunate for Megan and Will to both wreck out here at Darlington very early in the race. And go back green here on lap number 5. And Brady C chooses the bottom on this restart here. Him and Jake Coover lead him off here. Jay Stern and Caleb Campbell there in 3rd and 4th. Caleb starting from 12th place means Jake Coover goes straight to the race lead on the outside. He was able to get a good run on Brady C there. Now can Brady try to fight back here as we're halfway through the race here now. I see Brady make a move on the inside, but yeah, the outside lane has more momentum as it's a bit quicker on the outside here, basically, than the bottom, which is shorter. But yeah, Jake Coover leading here. I think we're on lap 7 here in the races. Brady C is now battling his teammate, Caleb Campbell, for a second right now. Is Jake Coover leading. Jake, when you're along for my race here, looking for another win. Oh, and there's another issue. 22, big hit there. Jacqueline has a tire go down. Connor Jacqueline had a tire go down here, and yeah, Jesquito, Cam Spinner, like Grant Hoover had nowhere to go here. Jesquito just got blindsided by 22, and it was like Cam Spinner, he turned down to avoid the 88, turned down too fast, and yeah, spun the car out. And Grant Hoover hit him, and Grant also hit the 88 Jesquito there. So unfortunate for Grant, who looked like to be a championship threat in the series here, DNF in these last 2 races. Jesquito hasn't had a single DNF. This is going to be his first DNF. Cam Spinner and Connor Jacqueline, they've been in top 10 every race despite having 1 DNF, which was in the season opener at Hampton. However, they were in the top 10, though, with where they got out of the race there in that race. And unfortunately for Connor Jacqueline, like I mentioned in the Star Grid, he's had a very quiet, solid season, it feels like right now, although he was 10th in the points coming into this race here. But I think he had almost had a top 5 in the last race. And of course, he does have 1 career win that did come in the Gen 4 season, which whenever I get to do those, remake those races, you will see that Gen 4, no, it was in the COT series, not Gen 4 where he won. But yeah, Jacqueline, unfortunate for him after having a good few runs here in the series to wreck out, and everybody else in the wreck too as well here in the race. Anyway, going back green to let's go, and Jake Coover is the race leader here. Brady C will restart second. It's really been them two this race now ever since Megan wrecked out here. And let's just see how this race is going to end with 2 laps to go. All right, come to the laps to go here, and Jake Coover looking to get a pretty big win here if he can. Brady C on the bottom here, and Jake did choose the top here, but only thing Jake has against him right now is the fact that both 2 JRM cars are restarting inside lane here on this restart. So we have 2 laps to go here. Jake Coover versus Brady C. Kill gives Brady a big shove in turn 1. And that might be the difference there as Brady C gets out to the lead. Jake Coover does pull away in second here. Can Jake make a run here coming to the white flag? Can Jake make a run and go for the race win here? White flag here, 1 lap to go. Can Jake Coover get the win here? Will Brady C go back-to-back in Xfinity? Back one more time. Jake is going to have a run in 3 and 4 here. Will it help? I don't think it will be enough here at the end. It will be a little bit, but Brady C goes back-to-back in the Xfinity Series. For the first time in any of the YouTube series since I have returned on YouTube for Stall Motion Racing, we have a back-to-back winner here, and it is Brady C in the Xfinity Series here, getting his 6th overall CRL win out here today, Darlington. And I'll say this too as well with the burnout. I thought I had my little American flag. I kept that I've used for some burnouts in the series here to do for Brady C's car since it is almost the July 4th, which is tomorrow. Funny enough, I didn't find it during this, but after the burnout, because I was cleaning my room, when I took the racetrack down, I found the flag, and I was very disappointed in myself I didn't look in that one spot. But anyway, Brady C playing 6th career win. And so far among the YouTube series here, this is actually his 3rd overall, 4th win this year as well for Brady C. Definitely a very good year and looking to hopefully set up and maybe make a run championship. I mean, winning last 2 races here, Brady has definitely pulled in the points. You'll see here in a moment. But yeah, great win out here today for this number 1 team. So here's your results here for today's race. As my tablet just goes away from me, because I'm trying to scroll in. Okay, sorry. I'm having technical difficulties. Give me a second there. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna look at it like this because it's being an idiot. Anyway, Brady C, Jake Hoover, they're top 2. They also led the most laps in this race, 4 laps apiece. Jason Girlfriend 3rd. Caleb Campbell was stuck in 4th there whenever he got to the top 5. Carter Limlin, another top 5. He was the runner-up at Columbus, actually. Then Maddox Traber gets 6th out here. Good run for him. He's been doing very well. Carly C in the top 10. Nicholas Rice, his first top 10 in Xfinity. Then Brendan Creasy getting his first top 10 as well this season. And Elizabeth Buttel rounds out your top 10 in race of William Jones, Michael Ellerworth. And at the back here, then there's the rest of your field of who all DNF'd here. And I'm not going to scroll in because my tablet's just being an idiot right now. And let's see, well, the points will scroll in. Okay, so here's your points after 5 races here. Brady C leads, and he has a very good lead over Caleb Campbell, of course. We do go to the Super Speedway next, so that lead could evaporate in that race there. Just depends on where Caleb finishes and how Braden does in that race, though. Cam's Spinner 3rd in points. I'll say Cam's also doing pretty decent in this series as well for how I feel like he would have probably ran here. Jake Hoover 4th in the standings. Jake is kind of finally catching on here at the end of the season, both series he's in, and really becoming a main threat for winning races and possibly a championship here. That championship could come here for 9th career title for Jake, but of course he does have to run down the points leader Brady C in the season. Jace Turner as well. Jace had a very big jump up in the points after this race here, actually. So good to see him get into the top 5 here in the points. Jess Guido, Grant Hoover, Max Traber in top 10. Megan Grace falls back to 9th across the around top 10. And like I said before, certain drivers have done very well in the Gen 6 cars, but some non-Xfinity like Megan and Will right now mainly in the field here. And this rest of your points here as we're just 5 races into the 16 race season. And that'll do it for the race here today. Thanks for watching. Next race for all 3 series on YouTube will be at Forsyth Super Speedway. Cup Series first, Xfinity, then the debut of the Rowdy Energy Truck Series. Well, the return of the Rowdy Energy Truck Series to CRL here. They ran a season back in 2020. Can't wait for that. Unfortunately, it'll be a little over a week because I am having maintenance done in my bedroom and I can't really get a racetrack set up. However, I'll be doing all qualifying sessions for those races. Once again, thank you for watching. Congratulations, Brady C on the race win. And it's Caleb Campbell Wrestling signing out, and I'll see y'all next time.